Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is a career reading for you, so it's timeless. Any point in time that you click on this reading is the right time for you. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to start off by pulling you some oracle cards. So let's see what's coming up for you, and let's see what we can see. Love in a career reading. Interesting. That isn't the first time that's happened either. So obviously, I'm going to state the obvious. Loving your career, loving what your vocation is, what you do, is obviously very important. Inspiration. Fantastic. So that is kind of like the Ace of Wands. I'm getting a strong message there of being inspiring to others. So don't be afraid to go for that. Even though it might seem difficult, be inspiring unto others. Be an inspiration. You might have something about your life or your story that is inspiring. Okay, let's pull some Gateway of Light activation oracle cards. What have we got here? Chamber of the Violet Flame. Amazing. Chamber of the Violet Flame. After the inspiration card, incredible. No wonder the love card came out first. There is something very deep and passionate going on here. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Karmic release. Radical transformations. Big meditative energy showing up there. Okay, and what have we got here? Third eye activation. In the chamber of the violet flame. Brow chakra. Inner vision. Clear seeing. Okay, I just got this feeling to say, well done. Well done. Okay. Let's pull some more oracle cards of the Prism Oracle, which I like a lot. It's very varied. Has a good mixed bag of cards. Isolation. So you might need to put yourself in isolation to have this moment of clear seeing through your third eye, and also to activate the chamber of the violet flame within you. You might need a little bit of time alone. Surrender, similar color as well. Surrender. Surrender to the process. Now I know that looks slightly lilac-y on there, but it is actually like pretty much. It's difficult to show. Pretty much, it is slightly different. All the cards in this Prism Oracle deck are slightly different in color. Even the ones that are close. But essentially, ballpark, those are both grey cards. Which is about taking the middle road. Being not one side or the other. There is no absolute of black and white. There's a grey area. And they use flying saucers. happiness. Took ages to focus on this card before, but there it is. There's that smile. So when you are within this state of being able to see clearly, using your third eye, when you are in the state of seeing through the veil, it gives you a good energy. It makes you feel very happy. But there is an element of caution here. So what are we cautioning against? I am just going to, this is why I've got this other deck here. I'm going to just intuitively cut it. We're cautioning against overthinking. That's what we're cautioning against. It was just an idea that I had. When an oracle card comes up and it makes me go, eh? Of course, pull a tarot, and then we will know. Reflection. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. Okay. Wow, the Four of Pentacles wanting to come out there. So let's see what the Tarot wants you to know. It wants you to know that this is the beginning of something that will grow to be really quite big. It wants you to know that choose wisely and not get caught in overwhelm. Don't get stuck. It also wants you to know that any possible heartbreak is in the past. Yeah, if you get stuck, or if you allow your addictions to take control, then there will be a negative side effect. It will pull you off the rails. That message isn't for everyone. That's just for some. King of Cups. So it might be drinking too much for just some. Well, you had some really good oracle cards there, fantastic, and I think now I can see why I pulled that one card on that caution card, because this is a very cautionary tale so far. This tarot tale, the Five of Pentacles being left outside in the cold, so missing out on something from putting your energy in the wrong place. This is why these oracle cards came out. It's like, be the inspiration. You can illuminate others. You can switch yourself on in the chamber of the violet flame and use your third eye rather than being here, rather than kind of going nowhere, doing nothing. The Four of Wands. Now, is the bottom row going to be a complete contrast? It could be, because the Four of Wands is generally a really good card. It is completion. It is crossing the finish line. It is being on the right track. It's underneath the four as well. I'm already smiling because I get the feeling that this row is going to be completely different to that top row, which was very topsy-turvy. A very cautionary tale, that top row. I think that whole top row could be representing your past. Past mistakes, past decisions not being correct. The Queen of Pentacles, being resourceful. Okay, Pisces, be resourceful. But also isolation, surrender. There could be, staying at home. Hibernating is actually the word that I got there. 5 of Wands. Yeah, ducking down under anyone else's conflicts. Don't get involved in any other conflicts. Other people's fights are their issues. Don't get involved in it. Page of Swords. That is definitely like someone is yeah, Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Someone or some people are going to want to drag you into this argument that they're having. So don't get involved in it. Obviously, this is a career reading, so it is to do with work. So most likely in the workplace. Queen of Wands. Don't be seduced into working longer hours than you want to. I've massively got the feeling that you're not too keen on how things are going in the workplace. And you're thinking of a change of direction. I think you should follow your inspiration. Connect with the chamber of the violet flame. Use your third eye. Okay, the 7 of Wands. Sticking up for yourself. Doing things the way that you think they should be done. The 2 of Wands. Which could be leaving something behind and setting off into the future. Could be to do with communicating with people online. Could be to do with selling something online. The Elder of Wands. So any past heartbreaks have led to you coming to a position where you can teach others about how to overcome that. Yeah, King of Cups on the Lovers. That is what this reading is about. So I was wondering what this reading was about. I think it's about being a relationship counsellor. Ace of Cups on the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I've got it now. It is about being a relationship counsellor. 9 of Wands. Helping people get back in the game after a very disappointing time. 8 of Pentacles on the 4 of Wands. So you could say there that you marry up with this, a relationship counsellor, a sex therapist. They do exist. I've heard. 7 of Swords on the Queen of Pentacles. The Elder of Pentacles on the 5 of Wands. So that is definitely teaching people. I was right. Teaching people how to deal with arguments in relationships. The Emperor on the Page of Swords. Massively. Helping people rewire the way they think about things to do with relationships and get over the negative effects of it. You've got the 3 of Swords again on the Knight of Swords. Totally. I'm going to be honest with you now, Pisces. I was kind of not... It came out so great, and then the caution aspect. And then with the first row of cards, I was like, God, what is this really going to be about? It's going to be about teaching people how to give and take. So your clients, if you become a relationship therapist, if you are already, your clients really need to know how to re-enter the dating game, or just coupling up with someone and knowing how to give and take, because people make this mistake classically. Everything that happened to them in the last relationship, they put that all on the next person, the stranger who they haven't met, who they don't know is what they're like, already treating them a certain way because they're going to do this and they're going to do that. So teaching people how to break free from that, because that just wrecks the next thing. It wrecks the next thing worse than the other thing was ever wrecked. Okay, I'm going to pull you an Angel of Light Oracle card. And you have got discipline. An unruly dog is a hazard to itself and others. The animal which has learned discipline and obedience can be trusted, and will loyally and lovingly serve its master. It is then allowed off its lead. Through discipline comes freedom. The master you are called on to obey is your higher self. You came to Earth on a mission, and only self-discipline will enable you to fulfill it. Tune in and ask your angels for their help and support so that your life becomes happy and rewarding and divinely directed. Discipline is a key to fulfilling your destiny. Remember, I did say that maybe someone is drinking too much, I think. Self-discipline brings me freedom. That's the affirmation with that card. Self-discipline brings me freedom. I'm going to pull you another, because it's kind of sticking out the deck there. Acceptance. Acceptance means unconditional love. The angels remind you to accept everyone exactly as they are, without judging, blaming, or wanting them to change. When you are totally accepting, you bear no malice or enmity towards anyone or anything. Harmlessness through acceptance is a high state of being, and this is a difficult quality for humans to embrace, for it is a divine quality. Nevertheless, the angels are drawing it to your attention right now. You are also asked to accept yourself. Accept yourself. When you truly do so, you feel centered and confident, and your divine self is revealed. The affirmation with this card is, I accept myself and others. Okay, Pisces, thanks for being here. Don't forget to check your moon and rising sign. Take care, and God bless.